Welcome back. So, if you're looking closely, you may notice a couple things are different. One, I've got a beard going on here, and I've got some new glasses, so what's up with that? Well, actually, a whole year has passed since I launched the course, and a whole bunch of people have taken it, and they seem to be getting value out of it, love the great reviews, appreciate that. So I thought I would add some new lessons. In particular, I want to focus on advanced progressions and advanced songwriting techniques. First song I want to talk about is a song called Still Life, and I wrote it in the spring of 2022, and it's really celebrating coming out of that damn pandemic. We were all locked down. It was a miserable and time full of uncertainty, and we came out of it, and we started getting back to some sense of normalcy. Being out in the world, taking off the mask, being with our friends, living our lives. There was a real blossoming that took place starting in the spring of 2022. So I wanted to write a song to mark that because I thought it was really kind of a major deal for me and I think for the world. And but it's also, there's a cautionary note to it because of the ongoing uncertainty. You know, is it possible that COVID could come back and bite us again? And there's other stuff going on in the world, which really makes things a little bit unstable, to put it mildly. So I wanted to make sure that it was a celebration, but there was a note of caution that was also there and present in the song. As you know from being in the course, my approach generally to writing songs is to have something going on musically, which I then find inspiration in, and I start developing a melody and then words come out. So in this case, I knew I wanted to write a song. I knew what it was about, and I had this little thing. Now it came from when I play B7 or B7. By the way, there's a chart for this song in the accompanying materials for this lesson, and also a video recording which you can find a link for, okay? So, the first nugget of this song was, I think I wanted to hit E minor, and the 5 chord of E is B. So B7 is a favorite chord of mine. One of the things I just started doing when I was sort of comping, playing rhythm guitar or whatever, I'd be playing B7, and then I would move my second finger off of the 5th string 2nd fret over to the 6th string 2nd fret, and then I'd go up 1 fret. Now that's actually a G minor 6, F sharp minor 6, E minor. All right, so that was the initial nugget. Hear that? E minor, B7, G minor 6, F sharp minor 6. Then I go to a G major, which is really strong sounding, right? Then I go to a F sharp diminished 7, and then a B. Now, I said this was going to be advanced songwriting, right? So, how does this all tie together? E minor, the 5 chord, that little sort of vampy thing coming off of the B7, and then G major. Now you know that E minor is the relative minor of G major, so that's kind of a natural place to go. Okay, then I'm going to go to this F sharp diminished 7th. Now, when I did the course initially, I didn't talk much about diminished chords, did I? Now I'm going to be talking about them quite a bit because I've fallen in love with them over the past couple of years, but particularly in the last year. Practically every song I've written has a diminished chord in it, and I'm finding them super useful. So anyway, where does this F sharp diminished 7th come from? Well, if we look at G major, and the chords based off the G major scale, it's G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor, F sharp diminished G. All right? Now, you may recall that I said, let's swap out this for F, the flat 7. So G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor, F major, which is great for most of the genres that people write in. But let's not forget that F sharp diminished 7 chord. And then I resolved that weird thing coming in as part of sort of the G major vibe. And I resolve it to the 5 chord of the E minor, which is B. So that is the notes package G. This does that again. All right, let me sing it for you. Walking around with my head held high, in the corner stifle a sigh, looking for a runway to take off and fly. That's how that goes. All right, that's the verse. Here's the chorus. It's a still life, start to move. That's G. B7. Got nothing to prove. E minor. I'm so grateful, C. For this still. I'm walking down from G, F sharp. For this still life. All right? That is the chorus progression. Still life, nothing to fear. Still life, I'm keeping you near. I'm so grateful, C. For this still, walking down to E minor. So, I want to show you something important that I made a decision on, which I'm really happy I did because it opened the door to a really cool bridge section in the song. Initially, I wanted to go to D. So C, it's a still life starting to move, G. Still life got nothing to prove, E minor. I'm so grateful for this still life. It's a still life, nothing to fear, G. Still life, I'm keeping you near. I'm so grateful for this still life. All right, but I decided not to go to the D. I really liked it because that D major, haven't used that in the song at all. So I wanted to hold my fire on that for the bridge, all right? Which gave me the opportunity to extend the song in terms of its meaning and I think its power, all right? So what I did was instead of going to the D, I did, it's a still life starting to move, then back to the B7. Got nothing to prove, I'm so grateful for this still life. Now, the bridge. I know it's trouble inbound. I see suffering all around. I feel it walking down like you. I can't make it go away, but I stand hard against the sway of all those monsters trying to take us down. So, big strum on I know there's trouble inbound. That's the same chording as the chorus, but then I go to the D. I see suffering all around. I feel it just like you. Big change up there, which when we get to that change in the song, in performance, in front of an audience, it really rocks. Because we're in this kind of minor vibe, then we go to the C to G, B7 for the chorus, and then I know it's trouble inbound. I see suffering all around. I really just like how that works. So, like I said, there's a chart for the song with the lyrics and so forth as a downloadable, and there's also a link to a video we did of the song.